Earlier today, I got to witness last year's Hall of Fame inductee, Hope Delia, clear out two women on a ruck. And I paused for a second when I saw it happen. I went, God damn, it hurts so much. And there's only two other people that came to mind that would clear out a ruck with that level of intensity. There's a few others. There's two that really come to mind. One is future Hall of Famer Diana Valencia. The other of whom would throw themselves into that ruck at the same level of intensity as our next Hall of Fame inductee, who will be inducted by Hope Delia, and that's Kate Kelly. So come on up, Hope.
Scared me. I did. I went, oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm prepared. I am prepared. As a teacher, I am prepared. So just bear with me for a second. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read some quotes that some current players and former players actually said about Kate Kelly. As soon as I joined Monmouth Rugby, Kate Kelly was a name to know and never forget. Kate is a fearless, all-in woman who put Monmouth first always. That was from Gabby. Current captain, current player. Next. I'm sorry. I scroll. Kate Kelly embodies the spirit of rugby, demonstrating sportsmanship, integrity, and a deep-seated love for the game. Her impact on the club and the broader rugby community is undeniable. That was Kat Hussey, who's currently knocked up. But still a renegade, always. The next one is from me, and I had to read this because as a coach, this is something that makes an athlete different and better than all the rest. Kate Kelly is humble. She knew she was good, but she was never conceited. She never bragged. She always was humble. She would score 5 tries in the game, but would celebrate harder when the kick after was made. She embodies the Monmouth Rugby credo, more than a club. Kate supports Monmouth Rugby in every way possible and has earned the undying loyalty of the Renegades, who were fortunate enough to share the pitch with her, as well as the current Renegades who wish they had. That was Coach Mo. This is from Diana. I may be biased because she is one of my best friends, but she is also the epitome of Monmouth Rugby. She is the type of person to drop everything if you need her, and I am continuously grateful for her friendship. Again, that was Diana. Kate Kelly, stop crying. Not Ed. Fran, so are you. You elevated your game because you saw her work so hard. I believe her biggest contribution to the club is the connections that she made and strengthened, and the environment she created to allow both old and new players to exist and learn and grow from each other. We were all better players, friends, and confident women because of her. That was Liz Rossinello. Hussey. I still call her Hussey, but I can't. Russ, I gave you credit for that one. This is Colleen Erickson, and I still say Erickson. I know you're not Erickson, but that's how you will always be to me. I love you, Mike, but it's always Erickson. She is a teacher. She is a leader. Teammates quickly look up to her as they knew they could trust her. She's strong as... She's small but mighty, which I can appreciate, and never gives up. That was Colleen Erickson. This is from Colleen Dwyer. When Kate Kelly loves something, she loves fiercely, pouring her whole self, her whole heart to ensure that the thing she loves is the best that it can be. And she does that, and she does all she can do to protect it. I'm lucky to be a beneficiary of that love. And Monmouth RFC is beyond lucky to have Kate as a dedicated and passionate member. She has freak strength, and her dump tackles left many players spinning, and Kate in the sin bin. Her dummy pass was legendary, and this didn't stop when she retired. She continues to ensure that the women's team is set up for success and has been a mentor to many of the young players. She continues to inspire. She continues to show up for the club. Okay, so those were all quotes from current players, past players, friends of Kate. I will make this quick. Kate and I have known each other for a long time, 22 plus years. My relationship with Kate has changed over those 22 plus years. First, it was mother-daughter. She was my daughter. I took care of Kate when she was 15, 16 years old, showed up her first practice. Val absolutely laid her out at the first practice. And all of us stood there like this. Oh, she's never going to play again. And we watched Kate stand up. She kind of shook it off. And she had this look in her eyes. She was ready. She was ready for more. And I knew right then and there that ignited something in Kate that would never go away. She then, we brought Kate to many tournaments as a young, small human. Tom Kelly, wherever you are, thank you for trusting us. I don't know how you did. Kate traveled with us on a plane. She got called out of school, high school. Kate Kelly, to the office, please. You're going to Minnesota to play with the women's rugby team. We protected her. We watched over her. She was like my daughter. She was my prodigy. And she absolutely rose to every occasion. I then sent her away to Rutgers. So now I was an empty nest mom. Kate was a college rugby player. She tried to come home. She tried. Hope, I don't like it here. They made me play second row. What the again? Oh my God. They made me play second row. Nobody knows what they're doing. And I'm like, Kate, you need to stay. Teach them. Be a leader I know you can be. Bring back every single one of them to Monmouth Rugby. Because at that point, Monmouth Rugby, Fran knows, there were 12 of us that showed up to games. I'm like, can we please borrow 3 players and play? I swear to God, we'll play. So we kept saying to Kate, just stay, just stay, just stay. And she did. And then she came back with the cavalry. She brought back so many fantastic women. And I knew at that point that she had turned into what we wanted her to turn into. A leader, a teacher, a captain. So she comes back. And now I was the captain and she was my daughter player. Only for a couple years. She was fantastic. Watching her on the field when she brought back all these girls from Rutgers, it was amazing to see the way she had grown up, not only on the field, but off the field. She was such a force to be reckoned with. Her strength, just everything about her was unbelievable. And I had never been more proud as a mom to see her grow and to see her become that player that I knew she could be. So at that point, I was the captain, she was my player. She was unbelievable on the field. Off the field, I had to be a mother figure. There was a couple times where we would show up to tournaments. I would teach and I would drive down. And there was one time I remember in particular, we'd go into the hotel room and Kate's on the bed with Colleen, not how you would think. And she's got an ice pack on the back of Colleen's head. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, we have to play tomorrow. What happened? She's like, well, we went bush diving after we had lots of drinks. And Colleen kind of fell into a concrete wall. She had a gash on the back of her head that was oozing blood. And I'm like, what? How? What? I leave you alone for one night. And this is what happens? So, fast forward, we went to Maine. We went to Boston. We were reminiscing about Maine today. We went to the Goodwill store. Liz Kelly was the queen. There she is. And we had to wear outfits that Liz Kelly picked out. We went to a karaoke bar. So there were so many things that had happened, but Kate was growing up in front of my eyes. So in 2011, our relationship changed again. We became teammates. She was no longer my daughter. I was no longer her mom. She was my teammate. I got pregnant. She took over. And I was never more, this team is going to be fine. Kate's got it. I was so happy that she was there because I knew she was going to take over my role and not even skip a beat. And she did. So we became teammates. So now, after all of these years, and I'm going to try not to cry, but I probably will, I want to thank Kate for everything that she did for me. So not only did she show up to every game, she played with 150% at every game. She spearheaded so many events with the club. She made so many sponsorships happen. She cooked so many delicious meals. So many delicious. She's a fantastic cook. She just is the epitome of an all-around human. So, Kate, I want to thank you for a couple things. First of all, a year ago today, Kate was actually giving the speech for me. 1 year ago today. And I remember standing next to Fran, being completely inappropriate, but she was giving the speech to me. And I actually just saw the speech this morning because one of my, Rita Neymark, she just sent it to me this morning. So Kate, I want to thank you in front of all of these people from the bottom of my heart for what you said about me. Thank you. It was fantastic. So now my return is that I want to thank you. And I want to, like I said, I'm trying to try not to cry. I want to thank Kate for being one of the most impactful teammates that I've ever had in my athletic career. I have loved every second of playing with you. Every second. I have loved every second of knowing you as a human. Every second. You have made me and everyone around you a better athlete on the field and a better person off the field. You are so loved by me, my loving husband, who's somewhere in the crowd. My mom and dad love Kate Kelly. Love her. My husband's family loves Kate Kelly. And most importantly, my children. I have 2 small humans, and they love Kate and Colleen. My daughter actually thought Kate and Colleen was one person. She said, Mom, wait, Kate and Colleen, they're 2 people? Kate and Colleen, they're 2, Kate and Colleen. She loves you. They love you to death, and I want to thank you for that. You deserve this honor so much. So much. And so to change it up a bit, Kate Kelly would always do the coin toss. And if we were receiving, she would come over to the sideline and she'd be like, we are receiving. So now to change this up a little bit, Kate Kelly, you are receiving this Hall of Fame, baby. I love you. Get up here. It's warm.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Hope, thank you for returning the favor, just 1 year after another. This is beyond words. I've been dreaming about this for over 2 decades. Yeah! As soon as I started with Monmouth Rugby Club, I was a goner. I was never gonna leave, never missed a season. This is absolutely unbelievable. My dad took me to my first rugby practice when I was 16 years old. Thank you, TK! Thank you, TK. We went to nationals and he was just like, good luck, Hope. Just take my daughter. Go ahead. Hope that works out. TK was the ultimate fan for me, and I know he was the ultimate fan for a whole lot of you out there. So if we can just give a big round of applause for him. Thank you. Rugby was my whole world for the majority of my life. My best friends are through this club. a hussy, baby rhino, moose, a weenie who is not quite here, and I'm gonna give her about that. And of course, my two Colleens, one of which I fell in love with, right here, and in that bathroom, and in the parking lot. Never in the basement.
That's for everybody's safety, though.
Maybe in the garage. I don't know. It was blurry. Rugby taught me so much. It brought me through some really difficult times in my life. But most importantly, it taught me how to be absolutely fucking fearless. Yeah! And that's exactly what happens when you're tackling Hope and Fran and Val before you get your period. Hope passed the reins to me, and I was privileged enough to lead this team for over a decade. And then I passed them on to Diana, who no doubt will be up here one day. To all of the relics that started this and kept this alive, thank you. To everyone that I got to put the boots on and play with, I appreciate you. And to all the little baby train wrecks that are out there, enjoy every moment and keep doing exactly what you're doing. This means the absolute world to me. Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Monmouth Rugby. You are my